very similar circle have
Alright,
brought
match 11,
them
Sanhok.
back to the north side of boot camp as well. So
Ganda
there's
rin
still
lumabas sa
options
biro
back in
mo,
the mainland,
puta.
and we are seeing a little bit of a
Na,
tussle
blacklist na ako
that
dun.
might
Kaso,
happen
yun yung chance ko.
around the Paradise Resort
Napagpipita sila
area.
dun eh.
Is MSI Lost Souls, the ones who have just won that chicken dinner back in Miramar, might be up for a challenge if they were to check into Paradise Resort later on. While if we take a look at the south end, it's pretty interesting to note that there's a widespread of players coming from Too Easy. They are taking caves, docks, as well as Kampong.
Michael Jeff,
All at the same
JR,
Now, of
kay
course, eyes will
Mad
be
Boys.
on again
Thank you sa pag-like ng
Sanhok as
stream.
well, the
Salamat
team
po.
that's
Joshua,
currently in the
salamat.
forefront with
Melvin,
the
thank you sa
1
like.
depth. They will be happily in hard
Jeff,
in.
thank you.
They're smiling with this kind of circle. They'll be like, yeah,
Andrew Bigil, shout out,
love
shout
this
out.
kind of circle. If the circle
Kaya
ends
nagabi
up
pa sa mga bago sa live.
Camp Alpha Island again,
Day 2 ng
they will have a
PMPL,
big
guys.
advantage of
Watch
getting
11.
better placement points. So let's
Let's
see
get
if,
ready to
if the circle does stick away into the main
rumble!
island. But if we what we learned yesterday, and I remember M24 Esports, they got the chicken dinner in that somewhat kind of similar circle, is that migrate yourself onto the Camp Alpha Island first. If it
Wala
does
yung
go
volume.
there, then it's cool. If not, it's still not that bad if they need to come out.
Yeah, and just to mark the exact location of where that final circle ended up, it's just on
mahirap na
the
laban, ano?
southwestern side of Hatin.
Ang hirap, ito pinaka para sa akin, ito pinakamahirap na. Kasi pag
as well as Hatin,
marami pang
that's the
teams,
place
tapos
that,
wala kay
they
mahirap
might
rotate dito eh.
actually predict yet again if
Maaari,
it's ever going back into the island.
Nakakakuha
But
kayo ng
if
first
it's
aid,
not
kunin nyo lahat ng
mainland,
first aid eh.
It could be plenty of options. Blacklist International now.
Andyan ba sila Vigor Gaming? Yes,
stalking
ayun
down
yung dito po.
members
Hive
inside
po
of
sila, Hive.
Reborn, and
Ayun
I'm not sure
yung
what
pangat
to
na sa
make out
baba.
of it. They might just be a little bit
Yes,
of a
hindi na
tug
sila
of war
UTG,
between the two
Hive na
later
sila.
on if they were ever to cross that bridge or even the river of that section in between ruins all the way up to the alpha side of the island.
Yeah, so let's see if any teams decide to use a similar strategy or if they decide to just the chances of it going back to the Camp Alpha Island, nah, it's not gonna happen again, right? Like lightning doesn't strike twice at the same area, and they might still choose to stay in the main island, which is okay as well. I mean, it's still kind of like a 50-50, but it's not gonna be 50-50.
Sure po kay Ian Perez from Patrick Yan.
Because he has company around him in this. I believe he's at the top or somewhere at the mountains of Camp Alpha.
That's right. And just having
KHI MSI
playing
chicken,
this
guys.
one alone is so easy. Now, has to ensure that he pulls the trigger at the right time. But they do surround this sole member side of Reborn, who's going to, in hopes, push out and catch the player off. But even if they do push out, you see, they haven't sent cavalry. And speaking of which, Straw Hat caught them out. Sepro as well as Elevate Esports tries to go even. That's two members down. And Reborn Diaz surprises members on the opposing end. And MKS, what could they do right now? They couldn't really salvage this. And Scouty, he's all the way up in the high ground. And
Ilang days ba yan, Lods? Dalawang araw lang. Ito na yung ano.
They might have to shift away. They don't have
Final
all the
day na ngayon.
resources intact.
Oh, Scotty has a high ground advantage. Tries to spot out.
Shout kay Jit,
Supporter, but
Jill,
he's still inside the house. So
Gamey
can
Goyle,
reset for now. But doesn't look like he
Raul.
has any medkit.
Dalawang beses na yan!
Back up to arrive. Would he be able to arrive in time? But Spaz have been knocked out. Senor, we need to go and pick him up. And Senor is on the way. But he needs to do it quickly.
That's right. So, as we have Elevate Esports Mikasa, just
Tamang pwesto wala.
gatekeeping
Talo
that
talaga dyan.
sole member
Ang Yosipos, pinagawa pang pataas, ano?
Reborn inside the building. I guess that they are trying to seal the beast. I'm pretty sure that there's some Naruto fans watching.
Bibili.
That I
Yan,
know
baby.
until Fox.
Pinalik na. Yan, mas mala na yung tawagin yung Babyline. Diba? Baby. Diba? It's okay yan.
Need to increase my
blood.
knowledge on that. But here we have a -3. Minus ski. Definitely up in the sky, that's for sure. But you need to fight out against a couple of other team members, a couple of other opponents there. With the high
Putang
ground
ina,
advantage,
nanakdaw
can he
pa
get
yan.
knocked down? Yes, he can.
Perfect.
Ah, may
snap of
hawak
the
na pan,
trigger,
gago!
and
Ah, pinano!
this
Iba!
smoke definitely decoyed the
Bakit
whole-
tinanggal nyo?
Oh, wait. Myers
Nakita ko na
behind his
agad
own
naglabas
teammate.
ng puno eh.
Did he throw
Pira,
that?
oh.
His teammate fun. Did he?
No, it was the opponent.
Was it?
Gago, Pinan, gagi, harapan, Pinan.
Did he do that?
Anong kasalanan ko? Ba't mo ako hinampas-nampas sa tournament?
Right. Yeah. Like,
Boys mo, skill.
like it. But as it stands,
Idolo, anong banda mo,
Elevate.
Tobero? Gagi, hindi.
they could have, would have, should have evacuated this area when they could. But look how
Ito
things
yung mask ng
have
Tobero.
resulted. You thought that
Mask ni
Mikasa
Virgin
is gonna
Packer.
be able to get
Ako
this one
magsusuot.
back, but Straw Hat, they're hunting out. No
Oh,
helmet.
legit
so
yan.
if
Kay
that's
Virgin
gonna be a
Packer
headshot,
talaga yan.
it's gonna be pretty hard for him to
Aaron,
swallow
diba?
this sort of pressure. And speaking of which, immediately going in for the tour. Scotty secures one. Now, 2 versus 1. Is it gonna be a clutch? Another spray down. Scotty will be wrapped around. Still a valiant effort
Out.
for a final attempt with the last grab.
Well, just as his name sounds, right? Straw Hat. Literally, he doesn't have
Big,
like
big.
that kind of hat. He has like a straw hat, and he'll go down. So that was a bit unfortunate that
Evelyn.
Reborn Dios will need to continue on with only 3 team members. Now with only 3 players to lock down
Trash talk, ESK blacklist
the
dyan.
camp
Huwag
Alpha
kayo
Mountain.
magkwento dyan.
It's not
Manood
that
lang
easy.
tayo.
The best
Wala pagsasabi ng mga mangyayari.
hope that your opponents don't find
Wala,
out
ang aga kasi nito eh. Ako, wala. Umaga, tulog ako eh. Vampira ako eh.
Now M42 is trying to sneak around.
Kaya gising ko,
They have
mag-alas 4
interest
na,
in
tapos
in
na.
this mountain as well. Let's see.
Well, they've been able to do that for the past couple of games. So, few needs some
Mark Camino.
backup though if they
Sorry,
really
sorry.
want to
Si Mark,
continue
di na
on the
nagsishare
top
ng live
pursuit.
ngayon.
As we see more and more players go deeper into
Pero
the
lang.
alpha side, I believe that this is going to be the circle update that
Nice
will be
load.
moving back into.
Ay, wala ka pang follower
that
badge saka
alpha
share
region
badge. Gray,
once
baka
more,
naman.
But as for 6, they take an interesting approach. Sanhok is a map that you can walk directly to circle if you want to, but taking a boat doesn't harm anybody. So you will have to ensure that they have enough fuel to get by.
Lalaro ko bukas mamaya.
Hopefully
Apo, after
they
nito.
can reach their destination because the boat ride is a risk, right? Now,
Tamang ano lang,
so we have
tamang
2
stroll lang
different
ano.
boat rides happening at this moment. So it's a risk. If you get spotted out
Tamang
and if
stroll
your
lang,
vehicle gets
mo,
blown in the middle
man.
of the ocean, that's it. You're pretty much stuck
Usually,
there.
di ba mga players
Like,
sa
they will
ganyan na
take
ginagawa?
you
Sa tubig
till
sila
the zone
rumorotate.
arrives. It's either you'll be taken up by the
Mga
zone
nagbo-boat
or
sila. Kasi
you'll be
mahirap
shut
talaga
down.
sa lupa
So that's
dyan.
the risk that these teams are taking using the boat ride.
Parang na-spot na sila ni
That's
Opti.
right, and we've seen some interesting boat rides from yesterday.
Si Optimizer.
Remember back in Erangel? Do I have to remind you?
Yeah.
Let's not talk about it, right? It's a new day, and I guess that there can be a smooth cruise
Nice, kiss ako
sailing
blakas.
into the circle
Oh, what guys,
now
ito na.
between both Blacklist International as well as ESK.
Yung mga iskis, masali pa sa scrimmage ko. Ito sa mga bago ang tingnan. Kaya nga naman pala, 2 araw nang nagtatapuan sa scrimmage ko itong ESK. Kaya naman pala. Puta na sa PMPL pa pala si... Hira.
Information being formed by that
Wow.
corner.
Tataas
As
talaga
we
yung
still
so.
have
Nasa tubig,
players who's
2,
gonna be
3 team,
looking
oh.
on the outskirts
Ayun pa yung
looking
isang
too
nas-
easy.
nasa
They're
tubig, oh.
stashing up loot. I believe that they're up for some
Ano na
good
yun?
games.
Oh, they're taking it easy. Just as their
Ano,
team
photo
name
ko na.
sounds. But this
Ah,
team is
Blacklist
super
ang
killer.
unang
They
nagpaputok,
can't take it
men.
easy.
Blacklist ang unang nagpaputok.
They take a quicker rotation this time. They arrive on somewhere, I believe this is on the outskirts of Ruin.
Yo,
So
Lem,
now
Sharon.
Alice is trying to keep their opponents out of the zone.
Sumali ka kasi.
Minute and
Sa
25 more
middle.
seconds on the clock
Sino
with
ka?
the zone closing in. So still plenty of time though. But this fight seems to be unavoidable.
Indeed it is. Yumi almost get tagged, and I guess another tap comes in from another angle. Forced to retreat all the way back. Thank goodness for the cover fire.
Replay.
As Blacklist
Live. Ito,
International
nakalive
left
ako.
one something down. Meow. by
Ayan
the
na.
bridge. Have
Ayan
been able
na,
to
nag-fire back
capture
na ang mga
Ian. What a
ESK.
surprise it brings. ESK having Mel for 2 games in a row,
Oh,
dishing out
pwede
the
si Olas
biggest
dun,
damage for the team.
Naku, puta, patay ka.
My goodness.
Push yan, push yan.
And that's the second knockdown for
Dalawa anak
Meow.
na.
Blacklist International.
Ayun na,
They'll feel it
tinakbo
in
na,
their
oh.
Meow after all that.
Oh
Yari.
my. This is definitely going to be a pretty tough one. Yep. Hurts in the
Yari ito,
Kokoro,
man.
what they call it.
Oo, si Cole nakabantay, oh.
Dead. Trying to go in for a push. Cole managing to bring one back. Yumi finally gets taken down.
Inasabog
And here
to.
comes Jet. He's got a grenade being prepped, but that will lob into the other side of the compound. Not the closest building that he has now. No bush coming
Evil
out.
Squad Killer laban sa Blacklist
Does the damage,
International.
does the drop. Blacklist International is it?
Ah,
Here
putang ina,
comes the
muntik
jump
na.
shot, and Sakuragi
Oh.
wins out that trade. ESK, but three members on the
Ah,
outskirts.
yun
They
lang,
will
anak
never
doon sa
pick up
Sakuragi,
their IC
patay.
moving
Ubus.
forward. And this is it. Two members
Putang ina,
get
Cole na lang.
pummeled down as they won't be thirsted. While Cool
Ano, tinitraining ko sa scrimmage ko yung mga skin na yun, eh.
It's gonna be enough for him to actually catch them out. One member remain out of Blacklist International. How the tides have turned, and Meow
No, pinanggigilan nila, Meow.
UMP
Pinanggigilan, oh.
And it's all
Putang
about
ina, Cole na lang.
The balloon
Ubus,
invasion from both
gogo.
ends. This is it for Blacklist as they go
Inubos
down.
ng Evil
on
Squad
15.
yung Blacklist, min, oh.
A Blacklist
Tapatan nyo, men,
International, they failed to
4v4,
get
walang
any
sumausaw, walang third party, puta.
This will continue to place them in
Walang
the
di
cage
nakasapak ang
by
Blacklist
the
dun,
end
men,
of the
walang
round.
napatay, gago.
Here for Meow and
Wala silang points
Meow
ngayon.
has been knocked down, but the trade came in really, really quickly. Backup was on point, and they not only
Ay,
managed
naka
to
pa,
secure
Eels.
4 elimination points, but they took out one of the top teams around, Blacklist International.
Aisan! Shoutout
right.
po, magandang gabi din pa.
Take a look at Pickles, though.
Oh.
Hindi na kami
Oh, no.
sasaling step. Wag
And
na!
I think that
ESK ba?
you might
Hindi
have
mo na
a
papasalihin
both
talaga.
Six-man deploy. It's just waiting for the right timing. And I don't know. That fight, Blacklist International
Sino yung napan nila, boss? Kanina?
had good position, I must say.
Si ano?
But is it a little bit too defensive? Did it open up more
Si
room?
Minor Roski yung
I
nampan eh.
also do commend the effort that was displayed by
Patay.
ESK. And that's it. Pickles by the ocean.
Bakit yung iba
Not something
tumatagal
you
sa
see
tubig
every
yun, no?
day and you don't want to
Napasisid
see it
nun.
anyway, so
O,
man
pagka
deploy,
ganun, sasaglit lang ako sa
fucked it
tubig.
out.
Maano ka agad
but the
ako,
gunfire
nalulunod
hasn't
ka agad
stopped
ako.
yet. So, Demigod. So this is KHI Esports, the team currently at the forefront.
Pinangkit tuloy.
Let's see if they still get the third circle.
Okay,
I'm
dapat
curious
siya
to know the
kinaka-cancer na
third
talaga yung mga
circle.
kinayan eh.
Still famous now and moves away to the main
Hindi pa
final.
nakakaramdam yung ibang tips. Dapat
Man,
kanina
KHI
kinaka-cancer
Esports,
yung
if
mga
they
dropping
still
point
get
na
the
talaga
third
eh.
circle, man,
Kaya sa
they
tubig
can
oh.
stop this team. This team
Uy, siya,
right
layo
now
ko.
has the circle, has skill, has the point.
Sinong team
They are
Sinong team nasa
unstoppable.
tubig? Eklestos ba
Indeed
yun?
they are, and yet again, this is a deja vu round.
Oh
Same
yeah.
exact circle that we are seeing.
Andyan po ba sila Edo?
yesterday,
Ah,
but
po, Hive
may
sila. Ay,
not
nasa bootcamp pa yung mga Hive oh.
in the same ending.
Nasa bootcamp
Now,
pa rin hanggang
2Z finally makes their
binantayan
way
yung
through.
dropping
So,
point nila oh.
That will be
Layo
approachable
nila,
from
may
the
rotate
bridge
sila.
section.
Ay, Eklestos kayo mga nasa tubig. Eh, wala sila sa tubig. Kailangan
Well,
ng...
EKT, they hop
kailangan
on
na.
the boat. They were hanging out by the ocean for a long time, don't they?
Yeah,
Talaga
they even
sa-
went for a swim. If you notice, they didn't need to leave the boat, but they're like, we just take a dip. You know, it's a sunny, hot sun in the middle of the ocean. Probably forgot to bring my suntan, and might as well cool off with a swim.
That's right. Step bro, stepping on the rooftop towels, and he
Barbuds!
were tagged,
Arnold,
was it
salamat po sa like sa
by
live.
Step
Salamat
Bro,
po. Yung mga
though?
di pa nagla-like,
I'm
like
not
na
too
rin
sure,
natin.
but some of all these players, they just want to play it a lot more passively. So this is definitely different in terms of the vibes that they're bringing back into Sanhok, as compared to the previous day where
Ah, po
everybody
naka-chicken
went
dinner sila sa
blazing.
Sanhok, diba? For to see.
And with the circle now closing up, the next circle will determine the way of play for everybody else.
Oh yeah, it's always the fourth circle onwards where we'll see a lot of action happening. But talking about action, we could see one here. Elevate, fear no one. Let's see, where is that? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So MSI, if I remember correctly, they took the speedboat or the jet ski, and now they're stuck here. This is a tough spot to be in because the place where you can climb up, it's either down south or you have to go way up north, and it seems to be quite heavily guarded by not only Elevate Fear No One, but in front there's another team.
Yes,
Sabi
it
ko lang,
is, and
ang dami team sa taas nila mo.
now Crazy Troll have arrived to the scene. And little do they know,
Yan po ba yung mga
Okay, they
ESK
actually
na kasali sa streams ko sa mga? Oo, sila yun,
they
sila.
know it very,
Sila
very
Yumi.
well. So, Crazy Troll,
Hindi ko
what are you doing
napapasalayin
here,
ulit.
Bone?
Ibabang ko na talaga.
It's clearly trolling.
Kaya pala hindi manalo-nalo yung iba eh. Kaya pala tumo 20 kills mahigit sa scrimmage ko.
He brought a buggy. I mean, Sanhok
Ay, yung
is
Haibo
that
na,
strong
ispatan
that he
na
took
naman.
the buggy
Naku po,
almost
pati
anywhere.
pinadinayari na rin ng mga Evil Squad oh. Dalawang Haiban na pitas.
A lot of teams are starting to get close, and considering that there's a 40% water
Okay,
ratio
John
as
Fartred.
well, 60%
Okay,
land to play with.
Marjone. Hello,
You do the math.
ganda gabi sa mga baga.
Well. Guess Too Easy still struggled, and as we have a little bit of a slow burner of
Mas
the
maro upload mo ba
pace.
sa ulit sa YouTube to? Sige,
Honestly,
try natin upload mo.
what I do wish to see in the upcoming updates for, say, PUBG Mobile Competitive is that they should update the damage of the blue zone and also the speed.
Ay, yung dalawa na iwan nga si Edo sa si Bigor. Napadaan pa sa to isip patay.
Similar to
Wala,
the
Bigor na
classic
lang.
matches. There's
Oh,
not
alat
too
ng
much
hide ngayon ah.
difference now. Edo 10 getting picked off this time.
Patay,
They try to
ubos.
swerve across Vigor.
Hindi man lang sila
Also
nakalaban ng
crash out
patas.
of
Ano
that.
galing sila ng bootcamp? Walang challenge. Solong-solo ulit sa bootcamp. Naargabyado sa zone na yun. Puta, hindi mo lang nakabaril yata iba.
Newbie! That was a close one though for Newbie, but this time it is a full circle, so it's going to be about 20 more seconds on the clock until the circle closes up. And Step Bro will be knocked down somewhere else. Opti will be taken out by Tyra. And now we can see that Demigod and Cognito,
Ano daw
they
sinabi
have
ng broadcaster,
interest
bro? Ano doon?
towards M42 Esports, wanting to try to take them down, but Opti will be finished off by Dama Q somewhere else. Proxy will be taken down as well. The elimination feed is going crazy.
Indeed it is. Eclastos Esports. They all camp under the same
isabog
roof,
si
so
Dragon.
this is going to be a pretty tough fight for them
Patay.
if they were having grenades bombarded into the same compound. Demigods themselves are pushing right in. It's going to be
Boom, sabog din si Wam.
if he could land perfectly. And
M4 laban sa Demigod.
Taylor finds Wham and instantly gets Trusa down. Phew. Coming with the
Ah,
angles
bagsak
as
na si
well.
Claire.
Now, they will try to lob another one towards the side of DJ.
Si Killer pa una namatay. Sino nakapatay kay Killer? Hindi kita sa kill feed.
Cutting across. They've already lost Kaler and they don't have time to save Dragon. M42 not in a good spot.
Oh, M42. They're currently been sandwiched. There are a couple of other teams as well on the other side, but now they need to fight on one by one. Will there be enough time?
Ina E2 is naman niyayari ng mga Evil Squad oh. Yan, grabe talaga yung mga Evil Squad na yan ah.
There we go, Incognito's having to play without Wham. At this moment, Evans with a high ground. At the sniper tower, Chi's going to come in for another angle. Looks like they're going to try to do the wraparound.
DJ
Mari ko na magkas. Yun na, viewers lang tayo ngayon. Pabira.
still in within the
Sarap
circle
naman,
though.
Odi.
He honestly don't
Pag-
have to pick a fight
Ang-
right now. On the edge.
Ayan, viewers muna tayo ngayon.
Flipping into Kingler and Sanhok because you're not going to be able to get any points at all on the. Like, take a look at Kalai. He's going to be able to pick off Yumi. Well, Step Bro
Diba sila kulang na isang player?
Meow, and you see them turn it up a notch. Things are looking better for the side of Dishi.
Naubos,
Grenades,
na-eliminate
but
pa yung ESK.
Right below him.
Di ba
And
na-eliminate?
now MSI lost souls. They got their chicken dinner, but this time they seem to lost their soul again. So coming back, eliminated at 12th place. And now Manta Boy is really
Guys,
trying
Jane!
hard to find
Oo,
the,
malapit na
remaining
talaga
team
ikaw sa
members.
akin. Ha?
He saw earlier on, but he's just gonna get that right angle. He doesn't get that information. And now we move over back to M42 Esports. Playing without Kyler, playing only few range as well as Dragon. They don't have the zone.
Napaka-winners ng kay Jesus lang talaga. Ganito rin yung kahapon eh.
Esports circle.
I love it. They are taking this to the turf of
Lakas
KHI
na ng mga teams
Esports,
ngayon, ano?
and there's already teams involved inside of the city. EKT,
GG,
what's their next
pinuputokan yung
plan
mga
here?
RBN
Because
sa taas. Ayun, may
KHI
na-knockdown na isa.
Esports, they got everybody gate cap just by taking the left
Ang
half
damot
of that
naman ng mga
circle.
KHI na yan.
I know, right? Just by taking the left
Ay,
half,
magpapasok sa zone.
they would have
Dalawang beses na yan!
teams from there. And
Kinakamkam na yung hati, no?
Dalawang beses na yan!
They know how to defend this.
Dalawang beses na yan!
But the problem is this: KHI Esports, they're all segregated in different compounds. If anybody drops, they may not be rescued in
Patay,
time.
ubos.
And surprise,
5
surprise,
kills na, ang
KD comes
ating
in from back.
elevates.
6 Zitra International gets taken out.
Here
And
noon.
more shots being fired away, while Tyra goes in for a
Don't get that.
magnificent spray, getting 2 on the ground.
Oh, indirectly.
Pero nakakainis din pag binanakdan ko tapos hindi mo makakita, pwede pang makakayas ng iba. No? Tinubi lang nakaligtas ang puto, dadalawang pa first aid, patay ito. Sunog na sila, oh.
We need to step it up as well. With the
Snoopy,
back
okay.
Tango will be knocked down. And Newbie's the last man standing for elevate fear, no one.
Newbie
Oh, ginamit
now
na rin isang
has
first
to
aid.
play it safe. He's only got 1 first aid kit. Can he actually make the run? DG gonna be hopping over the wall.
Patay,
And
puta, patay si
Elevate,
Ojnab, sunod din. No?
not being able to salvage that situation. They will crash out.
Damay-damay
but
na.
They're not going down without a fight, bringing one more member of Demon Gun Pro to be taken along
Napakadamo
with them.
talaga ng KHI, babar na lang sa loob ng zone na ba? Ang binibenes talaga.
Got 7 frags, and guess who's catching up?
Yung
It's
tipong
Demon
kusa nang
Gun
lumalapit
Pro.
yung mga kalaban talaga, babarlim mo na lang. Oh.
Get the circle! They get the circle!
Step bro, patay pa. Bigay pa ng kill sa
And they
KHI,
still
oh.
get the circle! This is their round to lose!
And not
Napakadaya
only
talaga
that,
ng
they've been
KHI na yan, ah.
dominant
Pabor
throughout
na
the
pabor, ah.
course of Sanhok. And all they have to
Ano,
do
tamang
is
simba
use
yata
the
yung apat ng KHI
international
talaga,
on the
eh.
south side. He's
Tamang
got
simba
no
siguro
way
tong
to
apat
play
na
this one
talaga.
out. He just have to kill himself till the
Yo, pag sa
game
Iran din.
ends. While Damakute slowly
Ano, 4 kills sa
hold
Ranked.
onto the corner of the wall. He's already spotted the movements coming from Eclestis and Demigod, the next team to fall out after holding onto the far end side. Now, here comes Demigod. He does have the nade.
Ano,
And
pupuntasan lang ng
guess
KHI
that
ito.
the information
Lugin
has
dalawa
already
sa
been
labas,
relayed.
oh.
So
Pinopen, oh.
Demigod, he's gonna provide
Patay.
a perfect nade on top of Tara. There's no way that Mars can get out of this because the blue zone's coming in close.
Oh, this ain't no demigod. This is a nade god that we're talking about. Can he get a second one? Not just yet. Managed to be evaded, but demigod. He just need to play the gatekeeper role. Bias now cooking on a nade, tossing on to the other side. Will there be a counter nade? Landed nicely. A little bit of a clip there, but not enough to knock anyone down. Myers will be flanked by the blue zone.
Ino mo, tiisin sa zone
And
si Mears, ano?
he's got to make a move. He's got to stand up,
Talagang
or else he will
agapag
need
lang
to
pumasok.
start
Ayun na,
healing up.
patay.
He's slowly bleeding out, and
Nakita
he
na ni
may
Damakute.
not survive,
Nakita na
but
ni
they do get the
Damakute.
flip. Damakute now goes in for the random spray. Not enough to take down Myers, but eventually they
Patay.
will. I don't think he could clutch it
Ang
off, so
napamang
there
hinala si
goes
Damakute dun, ah.
Eclestis Esports. After a long haul of a fight, now we see
Wala yung punta
two
dahil
teams
KHI pa rin yung zone.
second outside of the zone. So Zap Esports, remember this, they are the number
wala
2
pa na
team
napapatay, oh.
throughout the standings.
Out na ang
The
ating
only
effort,
ones that could directly challenge
Consistent lang yung
KHI
Fortune,
Esports
no?
Throne. Now,
Tatalo
they're
sa
having
clash,
a
pero
little bit of a
papasok ng
struggle
top pa rin,
here.
ano?
It's down to
Tas top 5
UTG
lagi.
to disrupt KHI Esports in order for Zap Esports to get advantage.
4-4-1.
And the circle goes
UTG laban sa... Ah, puta yung Ejigad! Puta yun na Ejigad! Laban kay Ranked! Ito na!
Everyone else is on the
Puta, ito na.
So now pressures onto everyone else.
Dalawang beses na yan!
Right
No
one
time.
here.
Dalawang beses na yan!
Ah, bagsak agad kay Dama si Saigod, oh.
Oh
Raymond,
my.
tamang heal lang, ah.
Everybody forced into a healing game.
Ah,
Rival is
putang ina,
not too far
Star.
away, but UTG
Oh.
International did not spot it out. At least he's received a little bit of information.
Ayun pa, ay, pumupush yung mga UTG. Walang alam, walang. Nada pa pa si EG sa labas, oh. Ayan na, isang heal na lang to. Kakanser na to. Si EG pa madadali niyan.
While KHI Esports
Buma, sabog kay Mon, sabog kay EG si Monboy.
already, but Monboy gets brought down. That's a beautiful thing to the top of the roof. You got
Ayun na, si Raymond na, patay na.
Micro Uzi in hand. Ramon comes up on top with 3
Ah, puta, nilalak na si EG kasi Dama.
UTG that has members getting flocked
Yari,
upon. Damakyu
ang ina,
now
KHI
with the
talaga,
push
men.
after a massive grenade chunking down their health.
Nagre-revive pa rin.
Bring
2
that Thompson in.
verse 1, wala na.
What's it gonna be?
4
And he
verse
pulls
1
up
to.
the game match
3
right
verse
here, right now.
Hey, verse
Here's
1.
the push,
Sa knockdown
and
sa
that
ano, no?
is it. Back to back,
Gigi saka
take a
sa-
dinner for
Ina
KHI
talaga ako eh. Siya may inalapat na.
They get a back-to-back chicken dinner, and this is their 4th chicken dinner overall in our qualifiers. KHI Esports, it's not possible for them to drop this. They got the circle from the start to the finish. Up on the 78 circle. They
Dalawang
still
beses
got
na
the
yan!
circle with a full man squad.
Hindi pa ako pumapasok dyan. Pag pumasok ako, wala na lalo.
Other than that, it's all given to them, and Lady Love
Tangyan din sa... May halong swerte rin talaga.
their skill, their resilience
Buenas.
towards
Apat na chicken na gago.
towards this tournament.
Yabang talaga ni Demigod ah.
Further away from the number 2 competition